Hi everyone, welcome to Creative Learner and my name is Teza. Creative Learner is a great place to learn tips and tricks for Photoshop, Illustrator, Clip Studio, even in future After Effects, Premiere tutorials are coming. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook page as well. So today we are going to learn how to draw, how to create a map in Illustrator. So as you can see on my screen, at some point as a graphic designer, we can avoid creating things, maybe like we will have some retouching a photo, but sometimes we need to draw a map. Just like that, as you can see on my screen, that different maps, like maybe like basic graphics, like 2D graphics, even maybe some realistic graphic map. Today I will be sharing not just drawing a map, the whole map, including like those animals and all the stations and everything, but I will not be including all of it, but rather I will be showing you like two tips or maybe the technique and the workflow, so that how you can easily build the map in Illustrator. And also there will be like an intelligent or maybe smart way to do things in Illustrator, because we have a brush in Illustrator, we have this symbol in Illustrator, and also the good thing is it's a vector, so even like your map printing in brochure or maybe like a printing in banner, that will not be, we don't have to worry that whatever size you scale it up or down, that will be maintaining your resolution whatever size. Okay, so as I said, I will not be drawing everything, all the animals, different animals, that will be not enough in this tutorial. So what I want to show is the technique. Let's say in map, what you will do first is you can avoid, there will be a road. So drawing a road in Illustrator is really easy. Let's say I will start with the pen tool. Let's say you have a sketch, definitely you will have a sketch, but today is not like I said, like not just for like a pretty award creating thing, but rather be like showing a tip and tricks, like a technique thing, so like a workflow. So now I've drawn, just using a pen tool. Maybe let's say you have this zoom map. You need to draw a road just like that. Example. So I have it. So that is just a path. I don't have a color yet. Actually, I have a fade color because that is a background white. So the field is white. I cannot see it. If I bring it out, that will be a white color. But in Illustrator, you whatever your object it is, you can change your color. Maybe you have a field. If you don't want it, go to your swatch panel. I've been sharing the usage of the swatch panel, so you can like click it none, and then you select your stroke box here, and then you can fill it with black, just like that. So that will be some example. One thing we can avoid is sometimes our job will not be finished with just one time. So let's say maybe our art director or some creative director need to change. You have a map. Lots of things involved. Even maybe you're like some text or some color. At least the color that might be, really need to change. We can avoid the changing thing or some, like exploring different variation. So let's say I have a map. The road just like that with the pen tool I did. What I want is, changing a color is not tough for me. Let's say I have color, whatever color I want. I can just click on my object and I can change. Let's say they want it like a yellow color, or the road maybe like more on the orange, like a rocky road, just like that. Maybe I can simply make it the thicker road, just like that. But when we need some like a graphical road, or maybe I was saying like I want to show you that the art brush in Illustrator is really powerful to draw a road in Illustrator. So let's say simple stroke just like that. It's not tough, but I want it very custom. Let's say I want it like even maybe what if we choose like those like realistic rope. What I meant is, okay, I will have this rope just like that here, and then I have this thing, fill it with the dark blue, like the real thing what we see. So I will not be keeping a stroke, but I will fill with those like dark blue thing, and then I will do the some like we have the road has some like green, like along at left and right. So what I will do is maybe I will just simply add a just clicking and dragging this thing, I will adding my green color here, so just like that. But that is just an example. I want to show you the art brush, how it is powerful. So when I have this drawing, let's say my art director or like creative director said that I need to create all the rope just like that. Let's say, as an example. So if we need to do just like that. So now what we have to do is, those like you have this rope, let's say there is a sketch, I have it already. So what I need to do is, manually what I will do is, normally I will be just making one path or maybe taking a path, like a offsetting, or even maybe like maybe I can do the offset, left and right. But what if stroke that is even much tougher, like a rope make, with a pattern. Let's say I want to edit some, like a rope has some, like as an example, I want to edit some like white line here, or maybe just a block just like that. So I want it very custom shape. So I have this rope just like that. Maybe I will just press Command D to copy it. And then I have this rope, very custom rope that I need to show in my map. So now I have a trouble already. If I will be doing like a offset path, I can just get the like a left and right stroke, but inside of it I can't create. Or if you create it one by one like a map, with the adding your white dash here, that will be nearly impossible. But in Illustrator we have an art brush. The art brushes are really powerful. Let's say you have a sample like those kind of the, you have a drawing just like that. You are not drawing the whole shape in Illustrator, but you just need to draw just a sample shape, just I did here. So after that, what you can do is, we can go to window menu if you don't see a brush panel here. So what you can do is go to window. If you don't see, you can check on brushes, so that will be appear your brush panel. So in brush panel, we can create the art brush. So let's say I have this rope, I like it, and then I will be making this rope all of my map. Like I have this, like the first sketch already done. Let's say I will add one more, just curve just like that. More tougher. So let's say I have this rope, like a different rope in here. So just like that. So making the rope, now it's like a yellow, like like orange rope we have done. But what I went like just a custom rope here, just like that I did in this drawing. So as I said, in brush panel we can easily add an art brush. So that is Illustrator is really good for doing that. So in brush panel you come to at the bottom here, so that will be new brush icon. You click on that, and then what you will see is you can choose any brush you want here. So make sure that you select the object. Let me cancel first. So what you need to do is you select your drawing. That will be your rope. Now you will be implementing some art brush. So you select all the drawing you did. That will be making our art brush. After that, you go to brush panel. Just now I said that on new brush icon, click it, and then you will see that you have a different options here. So you can choose anything you want, but we are saying like an art brush. So I will choose the art brush here. So after I choose the art brush, click OK, and then art brush options appear just like that. So in art brush setting, we have a lot. You can change like a scale proportionally, stretch to fit stroke length, or whatever it is. But I will not change anything here yet, but I will keep it like a default setting, and then I will just change a name only. We can change like a rope. Let's say we have a rope, maybe rope 1, because I can play around with the rope 1, 2, 3. The art director need to like see the options. So I have this rope 1, and then I can click OK. That will be creating my art brush in Illustrator. So I have this art brush panel, might be different from you because I have tested a few. So what you will mostly see is from the top one, those the default brushes. So when I click, created the art brush, you see that my brush panel, I added one more art brush here. So that is my custom. So now the good thing in Illustrator is I don't have to manually draw in this like pattern thing like a left and right green, and then in the center of it there's a white. I don't have to do that manually. But what I can do very easy and first way is I can select my drawing. I have done this thing, I already path it. So let's say director need to change it, so I can simply go to my brush panel and click on my up brush rogue one here. So just now I created and it added into my brush panel, so I can just click it, just one click will be boom. So that is how easy we can create the custom art brush in Illustrator. But you might be saying that what if there's in between the stroke is not really like making a custom thing, but there's a big white, I just saying like a sample here. If you want it, you can just come back and change your brush setting again. Just now when the time we created, there's an option box. So when you want to change it back, your up brush, what you can do is in Illustrator brush setting, okay, whatever brush you want to change it, select your brush and then you can come back here. So just now there's not appearing here, it dim, but when I select my object, it come back and then we can select the options of the selected object. So click on that and then now you can change whatever setting you want. So let's say you want to flip it along, or maybe you want to flip across, that you can do it. You can do it. So and then even you can change a color, even you can change like a proportional or whatever it is, or fixed, or even you can scale it up and down. Here you can do that whatever size you want. So now what I'm saying is that this is much more easier to draw a map in Illustrator. Even there's just one option, road that we just draw. Let's say we have a different road. We need to draw like a really complicated road map here, just like that. We can be like even like difficult with the options. We can play around the option. Let's say I can change this. If I don't like this road map, I can easily build a new one. Let's say I change my mind and I can just simply draw a road just like that. And then this road will be just simple like a rocky road. I want to add some of the the rock thing. Let's say I can just simply using the some ellipse tool and just simply add my rock here. So let's say that will be some the rock thing. Okay, just an example. I will not be like coloring the exact thing. So I want it like this kind of thing here. So that is my second row option. So second row also I have making a sample drawing here, just like that. I am not going into this map here. So I just make a sample here, just like that. And then even I can like make some shape. Like in Illustrator, what you can do is you can use pen tool, or maybe you can use pencil tool. So that will be shortcut is N. So here, so if the pencil tool you use it, you can just select your object and you can manually like a custom shape you can draw just like that. So you can custom shape it. Okay, maybe there is a more on the dirt road we can be examining. So there is a sum of this road, but I am not drawing the whole like a full road in my map. So I just draw a sample road here. After that, same thing. What I will do is in brush panel, I will be creating new like a brush, art brush. So click on the new brush, and then after that you can select your art brush, click OK, and then you will see that there's a setting. Just now we stretch to fit. Let's say what if we do the like a stretch between guides, or maybe even I think I will be scale proportional. That will be really big. I will keep it like a scale to fit, stroke length. So that will be, let's see how. What if we try to stretch between guides, and then we can like keep the start and end, or maybe like a first stretch to fit. That will be better. So I will keep it. I think the flipping everything will be keeping same like that. I will click OK. That will be my row 2. So that is my row 2 here. So I can click OK. So now I have this row 2 is created. So now I need to change the, I need to see the one more option. So I will be moving this row here, sample, and then in Illustrator I can copy the artboard, pressing Shift O, selecting the artboard, and then press Option again. So after that you can click and drag and then copying your like artboard in Illustrator. So I have this will be my like a second option. So I will select everything. I can change, like going back to my normal thing. So that will be like filling none. If I don't want to like applying my art brush, so what I can do is in brush panel, what we have is this like you have this like a paintbrush and then like a crossing line. So remove brush stroke here. So just click on that, and then you will be removing all the brush effect in my drawing. So after that, I can simply like put one stroke color just like that, maybe thicker stroke or whatever stroke you want. So after that, now we have a second rogue option that we need to draw. So what I will do is simply, I have already created the rogue 2. So I will just select my object, and then after that I can click on my rogue 2. Boom, that is already done. My rogue 2 is created. But you will say that, hey, where is the circle rogue thing? We need it like a circle thing. That is also easy. We can draw. What the easiest thing to do is in Illustrator, art brush like stretching everything. So let's say, what if we change this brush setting? Select my object. So after that, I will be keeping my like a brush setting here. So option of selected object, you click it, and then you can change that. I think we can change here. So what I will do is you can double click on your art brush as well. So what I will do is on this like a rogue 2, double click it. So that will be appearing my like the first, we did the rogue creation thing. So that will be appearing the new box again. So what I can change, let's say I want to stretch between guide. Okay, let's preview it. That will be changing now. Scale proportionate, that will be not. So what I can do, if really we cannot do that, we need it like a circle thing. What I can do is, we don't have this option. So what we can simply do is in this pattern. So in Illustrator, we are doing like stretching this thing. So what we will do is simply just like selecting using the direct selection anchor point, and then I will select my anchor point here just like that, and then I can bring it like down just like that. So I can make it like long enough. I don't have to draw like a curvy road just exact same as my map. That will be tough for me. But the good thing is that I can simply extend my brush here. So what I meant is just simply extend here just like that, long enough, and then I can like copy my the circle rock thing here. So what I can do is I can simply copy it. But now it's you would say that, hey, why that is need to be long? Because the art brush, we are creating the long art brush pattern. the short one, you can see that there is no problem for short one. So you can see that almost, we can apply our brush, but the long one, it is stretching our brush. So that's why I was creating like long enough for our brush. And also that might not be, no need for like too many time. Let's say it is not taking too long. We can easily like create simply just like that. Just copy things. We can press Command D. We can copy it. If we don't want it, you can simply delete it. Now let's say we have this long enough art brush. I will simply select, and then I will go back to my art brush and creating a new art brush here. And then after that, I will name it like a rogue 2. Maybe this is a 3. So rogue 3, and then I can click OK. So after that, I can apply it back to my rogue here. So what I can apply it, boom. When you apply it, now you can see that just now it is stretching, but now it is not stretching. But the good point is let's say the drawing also sometimes we can change. Sometimes it might be changing. Let's say the sketch is wrong. You want to change the drawing just like you have a different way of the road. We can easily just whatever the road you do it like you changing your road this way, or maybe even you want to continue like continuing your road just like that here. So that will be we can do it in other I would say other software. That is what Illustrator is really good for us. Now you can simply just continue drawing your map. We don't have to like creating using the pen tool again, and then we need to drawing many things again. We don't need it. We can just simply create a one art brush, and then we are done on creating a road map in Illustrator. So there is one thing I want to show you today, but also I want to show you that now we have this 19 minutes already. The other thing is drawing a map. For the text also in Illustrator, there is a vector. So for text also, we can keep the text as a PDF. That will be some of you know that PDF is it's a vector thing. So when you I mean, using it for printing or whatever, like I mean, on your website, or that will be sharp enough. So let's say you want to type in like on the map, whatever. I mean, the good thing is very small text also in Illustrator. I mean, we can zoom in very clearly. Let's say you want it like maybe there's like a monkey, you want to like a monkey house or whatever. I mean, just an example. I mean, monkey house. So that will be here. So typing also very sharp enough. I mean, we can zoom in. I mean, it will not be blurry. Also, when we print it out, even like making it like a big banner or whatever scale it is, it will be keeping sharp enough. So that is I mean, the vector for Illustrator. So that is a good thing as well. And the other thing is I want to highlight this, I mean, symbol. That will be your drawing involved. Let's say I need to create some like maybe tree in our map. I mean, this, I mean, we have a tree involved. I mean, there's of course, I mean, there will be a tree and some like tree things in like a drawing here. We have this quite realistic thing, but I want to show you some like a symbol tree in Illustrator. So let's say I'll be taking like a simple ellipse here, and then I have this circle thing, and then I will color with the green color, and then I will be like making like a tree stem with the rectangle too here. So that is just like that here. So after that I will be coloring with the some brownish color, maybe this thing. So I have this like more on the I mean yellow thing. So now we have this tree here. So let's say I want to cover it, the circle, bring it up. So this is my tree. So that is I mean, as I said, I mean, the art director will be playing with the some option. So let's say you have done with the, maybe let's go back to our first option. So I have this like a tree draw in this map. So okay, if I mean, let's say I have a tree all around. Let's say I have this tree in here, and then this tree in here, and after that this tree inside of it, and then this tree in like somewhere here, and even maybe like 2-3 trees even here. So we have I mean, just an example, that is a tree all around in our map. But suddenly, I mean, our art director need to change it. So changing also, I mean, here is I mean, we can count it like 5 trees only. We can change it manually. But what if, I mean, we have different maps? I mean, we have a really I mean, large scale of a map. I mean, manually changing will be tough. So what I can do is in Illustrator, so in tree, what I can create is you select your one tree here. So I will be creating a symbol. So that means, I mean, you go to your window menu, you search for like a symbol. In window menu also, it like a stacking with the alphabetic. I mean, that is really good for us. Also is, let's say now I'm saying symbol, so that will be start with the S, so that will be underneath. So you can check on symbols, so that will be symbol panel appear. So in symbol panel, I mean, selecting my object, what I can do is the same thing to our brush panel. I can create just a new symbol here. So when I press on the symbol, you can choose it. Let's say I will keep it as a default. I mean, dynamic and stacked it. Dynamic will be you change it. I mean, it will be like a changing everything. I will keep it dynamic, and then keeping the like my anchor point at the center. I will click it OK. So that will be maybe what if, I mean, we add like a tree too. I mean, maybe that will be tree symbol, maybe tree -1, tree 1 symbol. When I click OK, so in symbol panel, I have added one more symbol. So as you can see, this is I mean, just now I added the symbol tree here. So the symbol, what it does is I will remove all the tree here. Just now I just copy and paste it. So I will remove it, everything. On my map, what I will do is I will be just simply, I mean, holding option on your keyboard. So simply copy your symbol tree here. So keeping as a symbol, and then I can paste it anywhere. I mean, how many tree you want, you can paste it very easily. And then also it is a vector. So everywhere there is a tree. So after that, now you want to change it. I mean, let's say this tree also, I will copy it to make it easier for us. So I will deselect it, and then after that I will copy my tree here. So after that I will be pasting here. Let's say I have a tree in this map here. So there is a second option. Now second option that my art director need to change a tree. I mean, let's say he don't want it like a circle tree. So manually changing will be tough for us. I mean, as a designer, I mean, we need make it fast. So what you can do is in symbol tree, you can just simply double click it on the symbol. So what it is saying that, hey, you are going to edit this symbol. Are you sure or not? I mean, I will just, do you want to continue? Yes, I can continue. I want to continue. So click OK. That will be entering your simple mode. So now here, I mean, that is like a normal drawing board. That is, you will notice that at the top we are entering to a new view, so that will be different from our regular drawing board thing. But in this double clicking view thing, I mean, we can simply change our drawing. Let's say you don't want it like a circle thing. What I can do is I can simply like delete my circle here. So what I can do is in Illustrator, so I will be drawing using the ellipse tool here. So after that, what if we just use a pen tool and draw a simple like a tree shape here, just like that. So just doing like that. So after that, I can bring it down just like that. And then I have done the one tree drawing, changing circle to maybe this rectangle shape. So maybe, sorry, there's a triangle shape. So after that, after I have done the correcting, what I can do is you can press escape, or you can come back to here. So we have this view like a exit, the symbol thing. So you can press on this arrow. So when you press it on the arrow, I mean, it's just like a magic boom. I mean, all the trees that is keeping as a symbol, change it in Illustrator. So the good thing is, I mean, you don't have to manually doing everything. I mean, you can just, changing one symbol, one tree here, but everywhere the symbol that will be keeping. I mean, you might be saying, hey, where's my circle thing? If you want it, I mean, let's say if you want to change it, let's say I will not be changing first. Let's say I want to keep it as a circle here. I will go back, but for this drawing, I want it like all the my symbol. I like it. So what you can do is you don't want to change it. So what you will create is you will be doing creating one more new. Let's say what I will do is before the like a symbol thing, I will just bring a new symbol here. So we can break a symbol. So at the top, what we can do is expanding like our symbol. So here's like a break link. So I can just simply click on break link. So that will be creating our regular shape here. So we are going back to our regular drawing. So after that, I will be creating this symbol, and then I will be this like drawing a new like a tree in Illustrator. So I can simply add my symbol here. So that will be my tree tool, and then I can simply like add my tree tool, and I can edit and replace my tree as keeping as a option. I mean, let's say I will be using this tree tool, and then let me delete everything back. So what I meant is so you are making new tree option here, so I can click and delete it. So after that, what I can do is you can select your like a tree tool, then make sure that you select on the tree tool symbol, and then I can simply just bring and drop here. So just click and drag. So just like that. So after that, you can press hold your option key and then copy in your all the symbol here. So all around, that will be using my tree tool symbol. It's not a tree one. So I want to show you like a keeping as an option. So after that, I can simply just now, I show you like a double click on your symbol here. So when you double click it, or if not, you can come back to your symbol panel here as well. So you can double click on tree tool as well. So what you will see is this like a drawing mode. Going back to this way. So what I can do is I can Command Shift G, I can ungroup it, I can delete it, and then I will be changing like my tree into this way. Let's say I have this thing like a drawing tree, just like that, even maybe like a little bit of like a rotating thing. So once I like it, I can just go back to my arrow, or just press escape on your keyboard. So when boom, now you are creating the very first tree in your map. So that is a magic in Illustrator. You are drawing manually, that will be really tough for us. Let's say there's a just for tree. You want to draw some house, some like a pantry, or you need to draw many elements in Illustrator in the map. So that will be really fast, really efficient. Also your workflow will be very quick. We don't have to take much time to do a map. So I think I will stop the tutorial here, guys. That will be pretty much about it. Drawing a map in Illustrator. That is not pretty thing, but I want to show you and highlight that this like a technique thing. Using the up brush and then using the symbol in Illustrator will really help creating a map in your drawing. So that's it. I think hopefully you like the tutorial. If you like the tutorial or you learn something, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on your notification bell, and follow us on Facebook page as well, so that you will be notified whenever we upload a new tutorial. Thank you guys. Hopefully I will see you in next tutorial.